Hello. This is Switchback here on Prospects eRacing League, Round 1, Tier 2 of the Americas. This will be the beginning of Season 4, so we're really excited about that. Ready to get started here at Track de Monaco. So we're just going to maybe go over a few things while the drivers get their setups together, as the championship driver that won last season, Season 3, Bubbers, has moved up to Tier 1. So congratulations to him, and hopefully he does well up in that tier. So good luck to him. So we're going to have a new drivers champion here this year in Season 4. So definitely looking forward to battles here tonight and for the rest of the season. So definitely starting out at a track that is very, very difficult, but it is a beautiful place in Monaco, a place that I would go and live, that's for sure. I love the ocean, and there's ocean everywhere. Oh, seems starts some cars coming out of the pit lane. Let's see who's coming out here. And we do have some drivers. There was at the beginning of the season, before the season started, you'll have to go back and watch the video, but there is a driver's draw as far as teammates and what car you get. It was just a straight up luck of the draw. So drivers are in different cars. You might not recognize your favorite driver in the normal car that he was in Season 3. Just like TD Silva was an Aston Martin driver last year, and this year he is with Team Ferrari. So throughout the race we'll try to get everybody up to speed, and as well we do have Bubbers is here. I think Bubbers is here is a reserve driver though, so yeah, congratulations to Bubbers winning the Season 3 drivers championship. Did it with one race bullet to go, I believe. So, looks like he lucked out and got a Red Bull again. I believe he was Red Bull last season. Until Mo was Haas. Pet Boy, he is Haas this year. So he was Team Ferrari, from what I do believe. And we have Sector 3, but I believe yellows. But I believe somebody was just getting out of the way there. Have some out laps, but Silva, I think, is going to be the one to start his lap first. So let's go ahead and take a ride with the new Ferrari driver. Teaming up with Pet Boy, who is up there fighting for the Drivers' Championship along with Silva. So Team Ferrari should be very strong this year. I believe both drivers did finish within the top 4 in the Drivers' Championship standings as of last season. Through the tunnel, and every time you come out of the tunnel it's so bright. I'm glad on the game it's not so bright. We don't have to deal with the sun in real life like the real F1 drivers, so that is one advantage we have. But yeah, Bubbers won last season with TD Silva finishing P2. Pet Boy was P3, so both of the Ferrari drivers finished 2 and 3 last season, so should be a very strong team to win the and probably a favorite to win the constructors. As Silva goes and puts down a 111.969 to go to pole position. Bubbers did a 112.3. Tilmo's did a 116.1 to go 4th fastest. Division goes 4th fastest now with 113.4. Bubbers slide. Let's see, Pet Boy has just went to pole by setting the fastest lap with a 111.959 with 1/100ths faster than Silva. Oh, we have, it looks like an AlphaTauri. Yes, it is Felipe Daza. I got a little out of whack here. Got to watch out and let other cars get by. This is a very, very tight track. It is a street circuit. I believe I just seen a Haas there that was in trouble. Maybe he was just getting out of the way. So Artistic Genius is a new driver this year. It's going to move into the Haas. As Tilmo was already in the Haas last year. Artistic Genius is going to take the place of the Doberman. Yellow's sector 3 here. I'm hoping that's just a driver moving over, and it looked like it didn't see any damage. Comes through the tight hairpin, the slowest corners on the calendar, I do believe. I know it is the slowest corner here in Monaco. And the tunnel, this is just so fun here. Love going through the tunnel. Now to the pool section, where all the big yachts are. That would be amazing to be on a yacht and watch the cars come flying through. And he looks like he has invalidated his lap, unfortunately, so we have to go again. We got Palmer as another new driver here this year, as he's jumped into the Alpine. He is on the soft tire, so looks like he's got his teammate in front of him on the medium tire there. So hopefully his teammate gets out of the way as soon as possible. I don't know if he got out of the way as quick as he would like his teammate to, but anyways, he is by and into the pool section. You can usually take a little bit more than you think of that first curve there, but you don't want to get up on the side. Oh, and he hits the wall there as he's coming through. That's a very tight corner there, that little chicane. Bad Boy goes even faster now with a 1:11.5, and got Palmer's going to abandon his lap that he's on, so we'll go ahead and jump on with Tilmo. He's invalidated, unfortunately. Bishop's Finger has moved into the Mercedes this year. As Bishop's Finger was in the Red Bull and was Bubber's teammate last season. So we'll go ahead and ride with the new Mercedes driver. Up the hill, there's a lot of elevation changes here in Monaco. So definitely when taking some of these corners, you need to take into account the elevation, whether you're going down or uphill. Have to stop a little bit earlier. This is very tough, and you can lock up that front left inside tire there. So you gotta be easy on the braking, that's for sure. Through the tunnel and out and down into the pool section. Put it over that yellow sausage curve and get back on the power as early as you dare. This is a little tricky one. It can catch you out and put you into the guardrails. Keep it nice and tight and smooth through here. There's another one. It's a little tough spot. Oh, and it looks like Tilmo is into the wall there. He's tapped it. I don't know if he's got wing damage, but he's already to the start-finish straight, across the finish line. Goes 7th fastest with a 1:13.736 there. So not a bad lap. Okay, Dowd is on his out lap, about to start his lap. Mad Metis is already on his lap, flying lap. And he has moved into the Aston Martin this year, as he was a McLaren driver, McLaren Shadow driver last year. Through the hairpin here. Yes, I was trying to confirm if Mad Metis was a McLaren driver last year. He was, finished P8 in the driver standings. So let's see, pay attention this year, see if he can improve. That's all you got to look for year over year. So try to do some improvements. So you got two drivers going to the medium tire first. That'd be Tilmo and the Mad Metis here. The new McLaren, the new Aston Martin driver. Excuse me. Come across start finish line. And he's going to go 6th fastest on the medium. So good lap there with a 113.292. And Tilmo has fell down the order, as we do have Guitar Man, who has put in the 3rd quickest lap, who was a McLaren driver as well last year, moved over to the Alpine. So up the hill after turn 1. Very tight up through there. This little section here is definitely tricky. Downhill, so you got to brake a little bit earlier than you normally would, where you don't lock up the inside right tire there. The hairpin. And it's as simple as it is a very tricky hairpin. You have to go all the way to the right and swing it in. If not, it's hard to get it lined up just the way you need. Which there's not a lot of space here at all through the road course, street circuit, excuse me, of Monaco. I'm hoping they do the proposed changes to the track, which would allow for more passing to the front straight. Which there, oh no, I think Guitar Man just barely tapped the wall. It doesn't look like there's any wing damage from what I can see. But yeah, they were going to make some changes. And he goes 2nd fastest with a 111.771, about 2/10 off of the provisional pole sitter, Ped Boy, right now on the soft tire as well. And Bubbers in the Red Bull with the new livery, which I like a lot. Well, I know it's not like a permanent livery. They were doing it for I guess a thank you and a goodbye at the same time to the Honda engine makers. But it's a nice looking paint scheme, that's for sure. So I would like to see, personally, Red Bull keeping this livery at least till next year. Go ahead and run it the rest of the way, boys. That's what I say. And oh no, Bubber's invalidated. That is a tricky section there in the swimming pool section at that chicane. He tried to get a little too greedy, and it will get you. That is for sure. Artistic Genius is now in the pits. Guitar Man is invalidated, unfortunately. So did Bubbers. Got Palmer is up half a second on his time here on the mediums tires. He's in P5 right now. So we come around that tricky hairpin. Must be 39 laps here at Monaco. I know the last season what you could do, I've seen the esports drivers do it and it was pretty good. I think you do like 2 or 3 laps on the softs, go ahead and jump on the hards, go to the rest of the way. So we'll see if there's any changes to being able to do that this year. It's not a long street course, that's for sure. Get around it in about a minute 10, minute 11 for the race. So got Palmer as he comes down the front, and then he's going to go to provisional pole with a 111.0 on the medium, a half a second faster than Ped Boy on the softs. Somebody just made a statement lap, that's for sure. Welcome, Got Palmer, to Tier 2 of the Americas. That's a way to make a splash. We'll go ahead and follow division. We haven't got to do that yet. He's in the Williams this year, as I do believe division was in the Aston Martin. Yes, he was. He was Silva's teammate. So divisions moved over to a Williams. This should be his second run. And he's on the soft tires, sitting P7 with a 113.0. Has went through, and now Artistic Genius got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Bubbers. Wow, what has happened? And Bubbers and Ped Boy, 5-place grid penalties. Wow, what is going on here, fellas? get it together. I know it's a tight track. Gonna have to give everybody room, and because of all these collisions, Bubbers has lost his front wing, and it just might have ruined his last run. And he's sitting in P6, last year's champion. So he's definitely gonna have to go in and get that fixed. We got three drivers here on their out laps, and everybody, you'll have to excuse me just a bit, as hadn't been feeling well, been feeling a little under weather, a little short of breath. So if I don't commentate as much as I normally do, so just bear with me and please forgive me. Scott Palmer is on his third and final run here. Can he improve? He comes through the last corner, opens the DRS, down the start, finish straight, across the finish line. What do we have? A 110.4 on the mediums, but he has ran 3 laps on the mediums. But like I said, if you can go soft and then go hard after about 3 laps the rest of the way, then mediums shouldn't be too terribly bad. Because we do have yellows. I think it's just drivers going in and getting out of the way. Nope, there's some smoke. I think somebody spun. I got some out laps going here. Who's on an actual run? Artistic Geniuses. Let's see if he can get out or get into the top 10 here on his debut race. Comes through the tunnel, and he's going to be try to start on the medium tire. He makes it through the swimming pool section, didn't invalidate. And he is up 0.123 on his time, so that is good. Just got to keep pushing. Keep it nice, clean, and tidy. An Artistic Genius, as he crosses the start-finish line, goes with a 120.7 and didn't improve his time, so he will stay P11. Bischofsberger is up 1.8 seconds, so he has improved greatly. The Mercedes driver, looks like this car might fit him a little bit more. Bubbers, I don't think you're going to make it back to the line there, my friend. If I can gauge where all the drivers are and who's going to cross first. Artistic Genius getting another lap in. Got Palmer is in. That boy's on an out lap, but I think did he cross the line in time? I think he did. Incredible. Bischofsberger is now down on his time by almost a 10th and a half. But he can put in a great sector 3 as he invalidates. Oh no. Bubbers is down. Division is up. Oh, he was up on his time. Now he's down by just up under a 10th. So got to do some improvements through sector 3 here. Get out of these last 2 corners. He can improve. Gonna have to be put a lot into it. You have to do about 7/10. Improves his time, but not his position. P7 stays P7. Tilmo's unfortunately invalidated, as we're going to go ahead and finish out this lap with Felipe Diaz. It's on the medium tire in P9. So we go to hit the start-finish straight. Does not improve his time. Will stay P9. It looks like quali is over. I wanted to say Bubbers did get in that lap. He improves his time but not his position. It goes 112.0. So it looks like everybody has crossed the finish line to complete, complete quali. So it looked like we're gonna have an overall good, had a good overall quality session, except for those couple of mistakes here. I don't know what on earth was going on, but at the end of qualifying, got Palmer in his debut drive on the medium tire sets pole with a 110.4, followed by Ped Boy in the Alfa Romeo, who moved from Ferrari. Guitar Man in the Alpine in P3, Bishop's Finger in P4, TD Silva P5. Bubbers P6, our defending champion, who's sitting with looks like a 5-place grid penalty, so that's going to set him back. Division P7, the Mad Metis in P8, Flip A Daza P9, Tilmo P10, and the Artistic Genius in P11, which I believe Bubbers should move to P10 with his penalty, so that would move Division, the Mad Metis, Flip A Daza, and Tilmo up all one slot for the start of the race. But overall, it was clean. Besides that one incident, which is good, and nobody crashed out, so that's even better. So we just keep it that way for the race, boys. Just get into a nice rhythm. So we'll take a second as the drivers get ready for their strategy calls and how much fuel they're going to be carrying. Now the timer starts. So there's predicted pit stop strategies. You definitely can do a one stop around here. Such a short track though. As Monaco is a beautiful track. There are a lot of different opinions as far as it being an exciting race. It is definitely a qualifying race because it's very, very difficult to pass here. Can you pass? Absolutely. Is it difficult? Absolutely. More times often than not, you have to play pit strategy to get by people. You can get down the start finish straight as a passing opportunity, but it is a very difficult as cars have to come off that last corner, and it's not a very long straight, so you don't have that long of a distance. You have to be right up on somebody's gearbox, and with the dirty air makes it even more difficult. So it is very tough as the cars get on the grid. We have Alpine 1 and 3. So could these be the challengers to the Ferrari team? I say Ferrari and Alpine, and the constructors will be fighting it out. Here we go. Round 1, Season 4, Prospects eRacing League America's Tier 2. Lights out at Monaco, and away we go. And it looks like Palmer got a good start on the mediums. He's going to keep that. As Pet Boy and Guitar Man keep their respective positions of 2 and 3. Looks like everybody got through turn 1 cleanly. Very good job. Just come down the hill. So, actually, it was only one position change off the off the start there as Bubbers got by Tilmo. Moved from P10 to P9. Come down, braking hard at the 100-meter board. Make sure you don't be too greedy and take too much of that curve. You will get an invalidation. Track limits warning, that's for sure. Through that section there would be amazing to come through and have everybody on the yachts watching you there. It's that restaurant there. They charge $400 for a gin and tonic. Talk about pricey and for the rich. Alright, so got Palmer on his debut, has pole P1 and set the fastest lap on the medium tire. So very strong showing, and maybe to show that he's going to be one to be reckoned with and be looking to be in the hunt for the Drivers' Championship. But it is very early, but he is making a statement on top of it, so we'll see what happens and see what the future holds. As now we have a Sector 2 yellow. And it looks like Felipe Daza's got caught up. There he is. I don't know if he got entangled with somebody or missed his braking point, because coming down that hill, like I said, with elevation changes, you have to brake earlier than you think you would. That's for sure. So we're not going to have a safety car, as Palmer and Alpine is now starting to gap Ped Boy. Is 1.2 seconds on the medium tire. But he's going to already be out of DRS range, and that's what you want to do these first couple of laps before it's activated. As he resets the fastest lap with a 113.9, is get out of DRS range. Save your ERS and just go on raw pace. Palmer looking nice and clean. So unfortunately, in Circuit de Monaco, the inaugural race here, Felipe Daza has to take a DNF in the first race of the season. We're through this tough, looking off the back of Guitar Man. As Bishop's finger is all over him to come through the castle section. Getting a good bird's eye view there. Down into the pool section. Very tricky little section there. Guitar Man now is going to pick up a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings. And if you're going to get the track limit invalidations, it will probably be through the pool section of drivers getting a little too greedy, as Scott Palmer resets the fastest lap with 113.7 on those mediums, as he is making them work. So he looks to go longer than the softs, soft runners. Go ahead and move through the field here. He's got bubbers all over the rear gearbox, the Mad Metis here. I mean, but you can be faster than the driver in front of you, but finding a spot to set them up to overtake is a art in itself. That's for sure. This Bubbers is a quick driver, as he won the Drivers' Championship last season, but just can't find a place to get around them. You can through the tunnel and down into the braking zone. Right here, you can get past there, but again, you need to be up on the car in front. Because coming out of that corner right before the tunnel starts, it's not a long run there either. So see, Bubbers is pretty much pushing the Mad Metis through here. It's just, the track's just not wide enough. There's barriers. It just seems that they're just squishing you in. Feel a little claustrophobic. Because now Bubber's going to look for the pass down the inside, going into turn 1. Can we keep it clean here, fellas? Yes, and we're still going to go side by side up the hill. You have to trust the driver you're side by side with. Oh, and they make contact. Bubbers gets a little oversteer from it, but he keeps the car getting too much damage, I hope, and he kept it from getting into the barriers. Didn't look like he has any end plate damage there on his front wing. If he has any more damage than that, I wouldn't be able to tell from here. So Tilmo's going to go ahead and jump into the pits here. As now Silva is going to be the next driver, unfortunately, to fall victim to the 3-second time penalty. As now Got Palmer is really stretching out his legs here. Has opened up a 3.8 second gap on Pedboy in second place. As now Bubbers is going to pick himself up a 3-second time penalty. Imagine that would have been Tilmo coming out of the pits there. So Bubbers has already jumped into the pit box, and he's going to go ahead and put on the hards, which is a good move. You can go the rest of the way, at least from what I know on the hards from here. Go ahead and get that undercut early, and then any safety cars, you're back up front. So good move there. Now Bubbers is just going to have to do 33 laps over and over and over, and he's good. So back up front with Got Palmer here, going back down the start finish straight to start lap 7. As Palmer still leads with a 4.3 second lead now. As we'll take a look at the penalties, and there's 4 drivers with 3 seconds each. It's going to be Guitar Man in P3, Silva in P5, Bubbers in P8, and Tilmo in P10, all carrying a 3-second time penalty here. Tilmo has made 2 stops already, and he's a lap down on the mediums. I would have went to the hards. Might have needed a wing, so might be a little bit more to the equation that I don't know about. So Got Palmer still leads, Pedboy in P2, followed by Guitar Man, who's 6.4 seconds adrift now of P2. And you got to ask yourself, does he have damage? Because he seems to be losing just seconds here as he dives into the pits. Maybe those salts are dragging just a little bit. But into the pits he goes. There are flags in Sector 3, and it's Division. Unfortunately, as Division, he is out of the Monaco Grand Prix. So we'll ride with Bubbers. We should catch, if they haven't moved his car off track, we should catch exactly where he made his mistake. And it looks like it's going to be coming off the final turn here. Yeah, that's a tricky corner there, as the back end will like to kick out on you. That's probably what happened. Got that slap of oversteer. Unfortunately, probably wasn't able to correct it. As Got Palmer laps artistic genius. So Got Palmer definitely looking good on his debut race, an inaugural round 1 here. Now Bishop's Finger is going to pick up a 3-second time penalty to join the other 4. And then there were 9 on lap 9. Yeah, Guitar Man did go in and throw on the hard tire, and he did come out in front of Bubbers. I think Bubbers got held up by another driver, so that's why he wasn't able to get the undercut there on Guitar Man, more than likely, and just having to start further back in the field. There is not really a lot of passing opportunities, and it looks like Bubbers is getting a lot of oversteer here as this back end looks like he keeps stepping out on him. Doesn't look, that Red Bull does not look too comfortable on those hards. He's going to have to deal with it for 29 more laps. So hopefully he can get a hold of it. Pet Boy has then jumped into the pits here. Let's see where he's going. To the medium tire. So is he going to go with a two-stop, or will he try to gamble and make these mediums work? As Bishop's finger does go by, I guess we would expect him in the pits on the next lap, not unless he's trying to really extend this stint. It's Scott Palmer, Bishop's Finger, the Mad Menace, and Artistic Genius all have not boxed yet. So we'll be looking for these drivers, and it looks like Tilmo, I think he's got front wing. Yes, he's lost his whole wing there. So he has made an unfortunate mistake, and now Guitar Man is back into the pits, I'm sure, and back out for an unscheduled pit box, and now Tilmo is out as well. Can't exactly see. Ride with Bubbers looks like the next closest car. Maybe we can get a quick view of what happened to Tilmo. I don't know if he got into it with somebody. We know he was missing his whole front wing there, so that might have been some of the issue. Yep. And right on cue, Bishop's Finger is in. See what tire he goes to. The medium tire. So a lot of different strategies in play here. As now we have 3 drivers that have not jumped into the pit lane, which would be Scott Palmer, who is the race leader. As Bubbers is now going to jump Bishop's Fingers. He just now comes out of the pits. So every time we do a ride along with Scott Palmer, it definitely looks like he's under control, nice and smooth. And that's how you got to drive. If you want to be quick, be smooth. Nice and under control. Looks like he's very under control as well. He's controlling the car. Oh, and Bubbers picks up another 3-second time penalty. Looks like he's controlling the car, and the car is not controlling him. Excuse me. And his Pet Boy is going to set the new fastest lap with a 1:13.741. As now there's a 22.6 second gap, and I don't know what the pit lane total time is from pit entry to exit. Would it be about now? Guitar Man resets the fastest lap with a 1:13.3 on the mediums. So, but those are newer, fresher mediums. Both of those drivers have on there. But Pet Boy is slowly starting to creep. He's starting to eat into the gap just a little bit by a little bit. So I got Palmer. I don't know what strategy he's thinking, but the undercut is definitely in play, I would say. I would think, from my recollection, that the pit lane's just over 20 seconds. I'm not sure exactly how much, so Palmer might want to come in sooner than later. As again, we talked about how difficult it is to pass here, as you don't want to get stuck behind another car with the passing on this track that difficult. There is absolutely 0% of having errors around here. You have to be perfect lap after lap after lap. Head Boy's got it down to just under 20 seconds. He is definitely bringing down that gap that Palmer has. He has 10 lap fresher tires. So we see there how strong that is. Getting to the fresher tires first. So Mad Menace is still pushing as well. On the same set of mediums that he started with. Oh, turned in just a little too early there. I'll call the Mad Menace out. Might be struggling on tire wear. So we'll have to see if he'll start catching, if he's catching, or if he's dropping back from Pet Boy. So keep an eye out on the intervals there. Yeah, it's dropping tremendously there. He's starting to fall back. Yeah, if I was the Mad Menace, I'd be wanting to get on in too. Go ahead and switch up, put through the hard tire on. I believe it looks like most drivers here might be wanting to go with a 2-stop. Maybe a soft, medium, medium. They don't want to touch the hards, which I don't blame them. I'm not a fan of the hard tire. It just doesn't feel like they have a ton of grip. Oh! And Bishop's finger looks like he knocked off. Yes, he's going to have wing damage. Now he's going to pick up a 5-second time penalty. Had a little salt in the wound there. Corner cutting because of his wing. There's really nothing he could do. He's going to let Silva go. Very sportsmanlike. Now he's going to pick up another 3-second time penalty there over that chicane by not being able to get the car turned. I guess that's tough. Real tough. And 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, just to add insult to injury. Get 5 seconds off there. It'll serve at least 5 of them there in the pit lane. This Bubber should pass Bishop's finger sitting in the pits. Not going to get to see a counter on how long the pit lane is. That'd be nice to have. I had a timer for the pit lane for the driver as well. Maybe give us the pit stop time, or the stop time there in the box, 2.6, 2.5 seconds. That'd be nice. Got Palmer's really stretching his first stint here. Pet Boy's got the gap down to 19.4. Scott Palmer can just extend this stint. But he tried to go medium to softs. I do not know if that can be done, as we have a driver there who has spun the Mad Menace on the hard tire. Yeah, trying to get those up to temperature. A little tricky around here, that's for sure. As Bubbers is now in the pits, having a fit on another wing. Was he able to get another set of hards? I didn't know that you carried 2 sets of hards. But either way, it goes into the pits. Puts on the hard tire and a new wing. Now the Mad Menace is going to come in. Looks like he's going to be putting on a new wing for sure. Going to the medium tires. From here, yeah. Go ahead and go medium, I would. Definitely the medium would be faster around here. So now the gap between Palmer and Pedboy and P2 is down to 18.7. So Palmer, as he starts lap 18. Got 17 laps on these, plus about 3 laps push laps in qualifying, plus the out lap and in lap. So these tires definitely have some mileage on them. Looks like they're holding up very well, so I'm definitely getting a lot of information here, and so would any other driver that's paying attention and taking some notes. It'd be very good to do so here. If you have to come back and race Monaco yourself. Now the gap is down to 17.7, and even if Palmer stretched his stint, put on the softs, if he comes out behind Pedboy, even if your tires are just gone, it's going to be really hard to get by. So, and because it looks like the mediums are pretty durable around here, at least Palmer's showing it that it can be done. So Silva now is sitting P3, is on the medium tire, looking good to set himself up for a podium. He has a time penalty, but so do the drivers behind him, at least equal to or more, so he wouldn't lose his podium. Coming down into the pool section with the hard tire, got to brake just a little bit earlier than the softs and mediums, that's for sure. Plus coming down the hill, got to take all that into account. I think that's what gives a lot of drivers trouble there, calculating all that. Stopping earlier, and plus having the decline on the track there. So Tarman's sitting in P4. I think he had a rough start, but looking good in P4. So no matter what happens, I was spun in a league race on lap 1. I come back and won the race. It's just the never give up mentality in racing, especially Formula 1. Anything, I mean anything, can happen, and that's the beauty of it. It don't matter if you spin, knock a wing off, you go in, you keep driving. Safety car can bunch up the grid again and put you right back into contention. So Bubbers right here with Pedboy, I think he's already been lapped. That's Pedboy. Got Palmer, should have already got by him, but so he's getting the blue flags, but he is not moving. He's move out of the way there, Bubbers. You got the blue flags. Got to be distracting as a ghosting car is all in your vision there. Got to be a wee bit annoying, I'd say. Driving around here definitely takes some steel kahunas, marked along with top of the line laser like vision and focus. We have Guitar Man and Silva and Pedboy. These three drivers, along with Bubbers, fought from the beginning of race 1 all the way to the end, switching positions 1 through 4, and it was a great battle for all 4 cars up front. It was just like real F1, where you always expect Hamilton and Max Verstappen up front every race and battling for the win. These four were the same. You know, they might have had an off qualifying or whatnot, but as far as the race, they were always pretty much 1 through 4 and battling it out. It's very entertaining. Looking forward to more of that this year. It's now Bishop's Finger. Looks like in the tunnel here has made a huge error. Or maybe just out the tunnel. Don't know what happened there. That is just an odd spot to have DNF'd. So now we got Head Boy going through the Artistic Genius. So even with Bishop's Finger's crash there, and he was sitting in the middle of the track, has been no safety car, which is a little odd on this track. Cars wrecking on track, it looks like that'd be a safety car. But we're in the virtual world, so all is good. Head Boy is in and out of his pit box. And back on another set of medium tires. Scott Palmer is on lap 22 here. Still on the medium tires, the only driver that is not boxed yet, and I think he's going to go for the one stop, medium to soft here. Because going this late on this stint, there's no reason to go to the hard tire, I would think. He can make these work. I'm sure he can make the softs work a little longer too, so he's going to bypass the pit entry again. Let's take and see if we can look at the amount of stops here. Yes, as everybody except for Silva has made at least 2 stops. So Silva, I'm sure, had the soft tires to start, so soft to hard can be done very easily. And now there's Guitar Man still staying within that 1 second range of Silva, and this is where you have to get onto the gearbox of the other car, because getting a good exit is crucial if you want to get by, even with DRS here, as you can get that moment of oversteer coming off of that last corner. And see, there's just not enough track, just not enough. As we've seen it, I don't remember what year Max was racing Max was racing Hamilton there, excuse me, and Hamilton tires was just gone, but Max just couldn't get by him. Could not get by him. There's nothing he could do. This track's barely... Oh no, and the championship winner of last year is out of the race on lap 22 here, as he looks like he has made that... Oh my gosh, yes. Made a huge mistake coming out of the swimming pool section there. And we're not... I mean, sitting in the middle of the track, pretty much, and we're not going to get a safety car. Absolutely incredible. And then there were 6. Because if there was a safety car, that would definitely help Palmer to go into the pits, get a new fresh set of tires on, and go in P1 and come out P1. But since there wasn't, I think he definitely has the gap, since February had to make that extra pit stop there. Definitely got the clearance anyways. So no worries there. He has no penalties, so that is all good. As Guitar Man in again. All about staying consistent, and you've got to be fully focused and maximum concentration lap after lap after lap here in Monaco. It's enough to break any driver. Artistic Genius trying to keep it off the rails there. I believe that'd be Pedboy coming to pass him again. It is. I'd like to stop there one day when F1 is racing. I don't know what's the name of that. I guess it's a bar selling the $400 gin and tonics. I don't know if I would buy one for that much, but be there for the race would be cool. So got Palmer on lap 25, still on those mediums. This is a masterclass of tire wear management, that is for sure. And he's going to pass the pit entry again. I mean, if I could make these mediums last this long, the softs are, that would be an easy task for Got Palmer, I would imagine. I would go ahead and get on my softs and call it a day and check out. We have 6 drivers left here on the grid after 26 of 39 laps have gone by. As Got Palmer still leads, but is the only driver to still have not boxed yet. He is still in the same set of mediums. As he started the race on, with 3 laps of push laps from qualifying. Absolutely amazing. To see a masterclass in tire management here. I need to learn myself and take some notes. And ask him how did he do it. And Guitar Man has set a new fastest lap on the mediums with a 112.4, trying to get that extra point. As we know here in Formula 1, every single point is crucial and critical to the Drivers' Championship and Constructors' Championships, both together there. As I did finish P3 one year in a race league, and I beat P4 by 1 point, so I know as well as anybody, every point counts. Every point. Like a little moment of oversteer from Silva, but he looks like he's gathered it back and all is well as he goes into turn 1. So I'll give you a rundown after lap 27 of 39. Got Palmer, who in his debut race here has set pole, then has led the entire race so far as he got off the grid faster than anybody down at turn 1, stayed out of trouble, kept the lead, has led ever since, and has not made a pit stop yet. And is leading by 35 seconds over Pedboy, who has made 2 stops so far. He has went with a 2-stop strategy, soft, medium, medium here. But looking good for a podium drive here. And Silva won the 1 stop here, is now got himself up to P3, excuse me. Guitar Man in P4. And look, he's had 4 stops with that never give up mentality, and he's still he's sitting P4. So I mean, you had, you know, Bubber's DNF here, who was your Drivers' Championship winner last year, and you know, just that one little mistake, he's out and you move up. So anything can happen. There's proof. And then the Mad Metis, just being consistent, keeping it on track, is in P5. And the Artistic Genius on his debut was P6. So a couple of drivers looking good. 2 new drivers onto the grid, going to be finishing in the points. And Got Palmer finally into the pits, and he does go from medium to softs. And this should be an easy 11 laps on the softs. Oh, 10 now. Don't pass the start finish until you technically come out all the way of the pits. As now Palmer should really be putting in the lap times. So after that, the gap went from 35 down to 14.4. So Bad Boy wouldn't have did the two-stop. Might have been a little bit different story as far as who was in front of who here, but nevertheless, this is what it is. I'm still in awe of Palmer making the mediums last 28 laps here with 3 push laps in quali. That is amazing. Guitar Man has the second fastest sector. Looks like he kind of touched the barriers there. Don't look like he got any wing damage. Let's hope not. Don't want to go into the pits again. Guitar Man will reset the fastest lap. He's on the sauce with a 111.9. Let's see if Got Palmer can respond. Start lap 30 of 39. 9 laps remaining. Here at round 1. Circuit de Monaco of the Prospects eRacing League. Has got Palmer's up 3/10 on his fastest lap, so he's looking good to maybe be challenging for that fastest lap of the race. As I think that's what they call the Grand Slam in Formula One, when you get pole, fastest lap, and the win, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. So unfortunately, looks like Got Palmer is going to be lapping his teammate, Guitar Man, who's in P4. Wow. So we have 3 cars on the lead lap. Yeah, Guitar Man moves over and lets his teammate go by as he's catching the blue flags. Take a look at position change. His artistic genius has moved up from P11 to P6. He's had the biggest jump and would be my driver of the day. He was out of the points and made his way into the points pretty deep there with a P6 drive so far, as that could very well change. So that would be my vote for the driver of the day. And Mad Menace has gained 2 spots. Guitar Man has lost 1. TD Silva has gained 2 with that one-stop strategy there. As that's about one of the only ways to pass here. Just using the undercut. And of course, Ped Boy and Got Palmer staying in there 1-2 slots. As Palmer P1, Ped Boy P2. How nice it'd be to be on one of them yachts drinking a margarita. Having a little party on the boat, watching the Formula One cars go by. And what a view we got there from the helicopter. I wish it would have stayed with the car a little bit longer there. Nevertheless, we move on. Lap 32 of 39 here. We had yellow flags waved in Sector 1. I think it was artistic geniuses giving way to the blue flags there. Got Palmer's just put in a master class of a drive today with tire management and ultimately just whole racecraft. It's just been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's all you can really say. So if you want to put your stamp On you being the first time in a league, this is the way to do it. Let them know that you're going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. But hopefully he can carry the momentum. This just wasn't a one and done, so we'll see what the rest of the season is to bring, as we do have some exciting news this year. So we're going to have the regionals championships as we had last year with the America and the European division. But then we're going to have the World Championships, which will take the top 10 finishers from the Americas and the top 10 finishers from the European regional tiers, put them together, and then do who wins. So 10 Americas drivers versus 10 European drivers. That should be awesome and tight grid and exciting grid to watch, that's for sure. Be looking forward to it myself. Fastest 10 from each side, battling it out. And on top of that, what we're going to do for the Worlds is there will be a live event. Yes, live event. So go check out our website with the Prospects eRacing League. Join the Discord and get all of your info there. Sports Illustrated definitely wanting to put a stamp in the eRacing series. Maybe try to be a competitor to the F1 Pro Series. So we got Palmer just needs to put 5 more laps together. Has not put 1 foot bad forward today. Had a solid drive so far up to this point. 35 out of 39 laps complete. The cars are all spread out a good distance here. It gave me a little time to add in some great news there. So a lot of good things is happening with the Prospects eRacing League presented by Sports Illustrated. Want to make a big splash. So definitely keep an eye out on this league, as it should be a top league in the future. Hopefully sooner than later. But if you don't know about the live event, please get on the website, get the information, and check it out. Because now Scott Palmer will be the only one without time penalties. Let's check out the penalties. As Ped Boy had 3 seconds, Silva has 6. Guitar Man up, as we take a look at him, has spun here. Don't look like he has any damage. He gets the car righted there. He needs to be careful. You can have your tires overheated and they will be slick. I don't think a lot of drivers realize that. You need to check out your tire data, where the tire temperatures are after you spin, and if they're red, it's going to be like you're on ice. So you need to let them cool down. You don't have to drive slow, let them cool down before you get up to speed. But Guitar Man with 3 seconds, the Mad Metis with 3 seconds, and the Artistic Genius with 9. I think they're going to matter much to him as he's 2 laps down. But he is still rolling, so that's what matters in the end. Not how many laps you down you are, but where you finish with those laps down. Again, the helicopter view here. Coming down, start, finish straight. Start lap 37 of 39. take a look at the tires as well. 3 drivers on the soft compound and 3 drivers on the mediums. Like Silva went in from the hard tire to softs, maybe trying to get that extra point for the fastest lap, which would be a smart move because, like I said, every point matters. So if he can get that fresh set of tires on and put in a fast lap, steal that point, that will be maybe be crucial and very important later on in the standings of both the drivers and constructors. So especially as Alpine and Ferrari look like they both have 2 drivers that are very strong, so I will be looking for both of those to be battling for the constructors title this year. Just my humble opinion. Anybody can take it though, and I'm not saying that nobody, no other team is strong. Just my prediction. Artistic Geniuses went in for a set of sauce. Maybe he can steal that fastest lap. He has nothing to lose by pitting at this time. Because we're on the penultimate lap here. Drivers are all spread out all across the track. So, as we start the final lap, what can you say about Guy Palmer that hadn't already been said? That'd be a Grand Slam weekend. Pole sitter. And I'm not sure if he has the fastest lap. Well, he is the pole sitter, led every lap. I would say he's my driver of the day now. Definitely change that to him. He didn't get any penalties as well. I don't know if he got any warnings, but as far as I know, he has no penalties. Has led every lap from pole, and it's kind of just walked off into the distance. It's not much now as he's finishing up sector 2 here, the last sector 3. And this driver's debut race, the first race of the season, round 1 here in Monaco by Prospects eRacing League by Sports Illustrated, and Palmer will cross the start-finish line as your Monaco Grand Prix winner. And what a masterclass of a drive. An Artistic Genius making a mistake here. Sector 3. It's Pep Boy's going back by. Like he will take P2. Now Silva is coming through sector 3 here. It looks like he will be your final podium sitter here. Finishing P3. So good drive from him, and everybody else is lapped. So we had 6 finish, 3 on the lead lap. The game says Artistic Geniuses of the day is driver of the day, but I think the game only takes into account how many positions that you gained. It doesn't take into account that somebody like Guy Palmer led the race from pole, never gave it up, led every single lap, got no penalties, and then won the race. It would be hard to argue driver of the day, but Nevertheless, Scott Palmer takes the race win, which I'm sure is more important than driver of the day, because you get points for the win and not driver of the day. So as we take a look at the final finishings here, Scott Palmer, who started P1, finished P1, and is your Monaco Grand Prix race winner, followed by Pedboy in P2, Silva in P3, Guitar Man P4, the Mad Menace P5, Artistic Genius P6, and unfortunately, Artistic Genius did get a DNF there. Bubbers in P7, Vicious Finger P8, Tilmo P9, Division P10, Flip 8 Daza P11, all suffered DNFs and were casualties of Circuit de Monaco. So for Prospects eRacing League, I'm Switchback. Thanks for watching. Till next time, catch you later.